Video, I'm going to show you a quick demo how to use natural language to manage my network and its VPN services on my network. I have a couple of ACX 7024 as part of my MPLS network. I have a GUI-based VPN service provision tool called Paragon. Now, the core component of this framework is based on the Anthropic Cloud Desktop, which is just a large language model-based software running on my MacBook. It comprises of the Claude MCP client and the Junos MCP server and the Paragon MCP server. The Cloud client basically takes the text command converted by from my voice, and then it will analyze its content based on its analysis result. It will communicate with either Junos MCP server or the Paragon MCP server. And then the MCP server is actually the agent drive the network, device operation or the VPN service provision. Now, let me quickly take you to the Cloud Desktop. When you scroll down here, you will see I have two MCP server. Each server has its own what we call the function tool, which is actually just defined by the Python script. So let's start with some of the basic functionality. Okay, can you list all the routers on my network? Okay. Now, can you list the routers at Chicago? Good. Good. Now let's move on. Can you check any EVPN routing instance with VLAN 203 configured on the routers at Chicago? That's great. Okay. So the Junos MCP server understand, my command. Well, actually, the Cloud MCP client understood my voice command and then send some, show command through the Junos MCP server, and then list the items that I wanted. Okay, now let's move on. Now, can you try to create a new EVPN routing instance with VLAN 204 via the Paragon server? So let's take a look at our existing services running on my Paragon server, right? So basically we just saw an order comes in, with the routing instance name called EVPN-VLAN 204, which is actually drive the Paragon server MCP place an order through the external Paragon provision server. Now, okay, since it's executing the service order, let's do quick check. Can you check the status of this provision EVPN on the Paragon server for the new EVPN instance? Okay, so basically the Paragon MCP server sending the list of VPN and get VPN details. Now let's take a look. Okay, I think on the Paragon server GUI we saw the new VPN has been created, but I think it's just some delay, but we're seeing the there are 3 sites, right? 3 sites as part of the new EVPN. Site 1 and site 2. Okay, so let's do a quick check. Now, could you check the EVPN provision status again? Okay, I think there was some typo, but you see the Cloud client quickly realized it's converted to the correct acronym. So okay, the status is active now. So basically, it has been the service has been placed and pushed onto the device. And now let's quickly check what's happening on my devices. Now, can you check the Junos configuration that related to this EVPN VLAN 204 on ACX 7024-2? Make sure you check all the Junos inheritance group. So basically, what I'm trying to do is the Paragon server provision the services on both, on the 3 routers, but I want the Paragon MCP server to check the actual configuration push onto one of the ACX 1724 at Chicago. So, but yeah, actually I just want to making sure, right, the Junos configuration push onto the devices by the Paragon server is correct without touching, or SSH to the device itself. Okay, yeah, this is all we see on the devices, because this is actually this get Junos config is driven by the Junos MCP server. It retrieves all the configuration and parse the configuration and just show me the EVPN instance that's just created by the Paragon server. That's great, good. Okay, it also showed me some of the recommendations or timestamps. Okay, now let's say I don't want this, I want to remove these services. Let's take a look at the GUI. The GUI is still active. Now I want to remove this. Apparently I can click through the GUI and delete it, but I don't want to do this. I want to delete this using my voice. Now, can you delete the EVPN routing instance on VLAN 204 for me? Let's do this. Can you making sure you delete it on the or via the Paragon server? So I don't want the Juno's MCP server to do some change, right? I want the provision server to initiate the deletion. Okay, it just says, so basically there was delete services on the Paragon MCP server. So let's take a look. Okay, I think it's under deletion. We see the order is has been processed. Okay, now let's do a quick check. Could you take a look the removal of the VPN status on the Paragon server for EVPN VLAN 204? There was also a typo, but I think it understood what I'm trying to do. Okay. So I believe it's still under deletion, still in the progress to delete. Not yet, because it's gonna. Okay, now it's gone on the actual Paragon GUI. Let's do status check again. Now, can you check the EVPN routing instance with VLAN 204, whether or not it's really deleted by the Paragon server? Oh, actually, it's I want to send a command to the Paragon MCP, but it looks like it's just sending the configuration directly to the Juno's MCP server, and the Juno's MCP server talks to the device directly. But anyway, it's okay. Yeah, it gives me some additional information that I don't want it, but no longer. At least it's showing me the routing instance doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, basically it just used the Juno's MCP to retrieve the config and then parse the configuration, and it doesn't see anything related to the EVPN VLAN 204. Okay, all good. Okay, now let me come back to the diagram again, and I want to explain why am I exploring this LLM-based approach. Because early on, when I try to automate some tasks, I have to write either Ansible or even small Python script. So all of these are fixed form, right? You still need to pick up which Ansible or which Python to do, right, to complete your work. Now with the large language model, it can figure out your intent based on your description using your voice or using the text, right? It's true that the you still need to write a Python script. You still based on the Python script, there's in this demo, right? But in this demo, I don't list. I don't create in the VPN example. I don't create the actual VPN JSON body, and I don't have to choose a Python script like manually. The LLM will figure out based on the conversation, right? It understood that, okay, I want to retrieve the service, I want to create a service, I want to delete services. Same as the Junos. I didn't provide any command, right? It's just the LLM will figure out what I'm going to do and convert the actual command sending to the devices. Apparently, this is just a sort of like a POC level, like a demonstration. I need to do a lot of polish so that it becomes more useful. But it's just a new way of doing my day-to-day work so that I can become more efficient. I hope this helps.